No, we have to. After can you have volunteer light a candle? Anyone else? This one first. Yeah, one more candle. Let's sit down. Mic test. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma The three refuges.
Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinādana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu vichācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvāda veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya majja pamadantana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති.
Homage to the Dhamma.
ස්වාග්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සංදිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිතබ්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝහි.
Homage to the Sangha.
සෝපාටිපන්නෝ භගවතු ශාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතු ශාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතු ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතු ශාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු ශාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක් කෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමුනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන ධූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයන්තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං පුම්පං මිලායාති යථා ඉදං මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නෝ බන්තේ පානීය คับปิตังอนุกัมปังอุปาทายปฏิกันหาตุอุตตมะ
Offering of drinks.
อาภิวาเสตุโนบันติกิลานปัจเจยังอิมังอนุกัมปังอุปาทายปฏิกันหาตุอุตตมะ
Worship of shrines.
วันดามิเชติยังสัมบังสัมปทานิสุปฏิทิตังสารีริกธาตุมหาโพธิงบุตเถรูปังสักลังสดา
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
อินเชมัจจังนามัสสานิยังนามัสสามานุ รัตนัตเตยังปุญญาภิตังตังวิปุลังอาลัตตังตัสสานุภาเวหัตังเตรายโย
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, welcome everyone to the meditation session. This is an effort we are all going to do to train our mind. And one of the most difficult things to train is our mind. Body is also difficult to train, but with some effort we can do it. But to train mind, we need not only the effort, but also we also need proper technique and also the balance between the effort and taking it easy. So today we are all going to do that. So I think we all have this conducive environment to do that. So whatever the training that we are going to do with our mind is going to benefit ourselves and also so many others. Our mind, thoughts we generate in our mind, energy we produce in our mind is influencing our whole body. Those things influence our relationships, the outer environment. So if we take care of our mind, we can take care of many things in our life. So rejoice your decision to come here today. And this is one of the most important gifts that you are giving to yourself that will benefit not only you, but many others who live with you. So rejoice your decision to come here and make a determination that I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. Try to adjust your body. It's very important to keep an upright body because we want to relax our whole body. So keeping an upright body, keeping our chin somewhat parallel to the floor. It is like nicely aligning our scalp on the top of our spine and then our shoulders nicely back, not coming to the front, but nicely back, and balancing the weight nicely. And try to adjust that posture. You will feel a big difference when you adjust your posture, pushing your shoulders behind and keeping chin somewhat parallel to the floor, balancing our skull on the top of our spine, resting our palms on our lap. With this nice posture, please listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant, and then use that sounds to bring your whole attention to this moment. You can feel your body, how this body is sitting here now, where you feel the pressed muscles, where you feel any sensation with your clothes, and try to feel your body throughout the bell and the chant. At the end of the chant, Bhante Purna will help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. Dear spiritual friends, now we will start our meditation. Very mindfully, we prepare ourselves further and further to experience sort of peace, happy, and relaxed moment in our lives. To start this spiritual journey, we bring our attention into our body. With a good guidance, now you are sitting on your comfortable meditative posture. And feel your posture from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Feel your body. You can notice all different feelings in the body. Some feelings are pleasant, some are unpleasant, some are in between. Especially if you feel any discomfort, notice that discomfort. Wherever you feel any sort of discomfort, draw your attention to that area and purposely, mindfully, you can relax those areas in the body. According to your postures, according to your activities in the day, there might be different places in the body that you can feel some aches and pains. Just draw your attention to those areas and relax. We can start this relaxation from our forehead. Feel your forehead.
Notice if you have any heavy feelings and drop down and relax, 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 and relax. Feel your facial muscles and relax. To relax our facial muscles, we can have a very gentle, nice smile. Feel your both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, and fingers. Relax your both shoulders and shoulder blades, upper and lower arms, and palms. You are placing your palms on your lap or on your thighs. Finger muscles relax and let them to be there. Feel your chest muscles and thigh muscles and relax, relax, relax. Feel your upper back muscles and lower back muscles. Make your body comfortable and relax, relax, relax. Feel your sitting muscles. Thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, to the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Feel your relaxed body. Relax again and again. Make it very gentle and very comfortable. If you have any pains, aches in your body anywhere in the body, just notice them and very mindfully and very gently you can relax and regain your posture and relax. Relax. Let body to be in this relaxed posture. Now we can draw our attention to our mind. We have thoughts in our mind. We have a wonderful moment right now. Bring our attention to the present moment, to the present awareness. Thoughts that you experience at the present moment, right now. Right now, we have a very pleasant moment. Everybody is helping each other to make ourselves calm and quiet. All the spiritual activities we just done are very helpful for our this present moment. At this present moment, we can direct our mind towards the spiritual, wholesome direction, and which is known as growing. We can grow our mind purposely towards the wholesomeness. Our wholesome direction is loving kindness. Loving kindness helps to germinate so many other qualities. We can have compassion, we can have empathy, sympathy, altruistic joy. Loving kindness is a powerful, wholesome thought. We will bring loving kindness thoughts into our mind. Drawing our attention to the very meaningful practical discourse uttered by the Buddha, the discourse of loving kindness, we can remember there is a simile given by the Buddha to practice the loving kindness, like a mother who takes care of her only baby. We know the strength and the depth of the loving kindness of the mother who takes care of her only baby. The mother is having compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, caring, sharing. Her entire life is dedicated to take care of and give good caring to the baby. Such a valuable, precious, practical, approachable, loving kindness we will invite into our mind the loving kindness, and we will strengthen our mind to hold the same loving kindness. What mothers would have only towards her only baby. First, we will spread the loving kindness into our mind. We make our mind a loving kindness mind. May my mind be well. May my mind be wholesome. May my mind be healthy. May my mind grow in compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, truthfulness, caring, sharing. May my mind be good in loving kindness. Feel the great transformation of your mind. You have a loving kindness mind. Loving kindness. You maintain loving kindness thoughts. You grow loving kindness thoughts in your mind. Let them to grow, and you are under shade of your own loving kindness. You are covered with your own beautiful loving kindness. And expand your loving kindness towards your body. Radiate the loving kindness to your body. Healing loving kindness travel throughout the body, rendering healing loving kindness. Your own beautiful healing loving kindness bring peace and comfort to your own body. May the skin of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. May the muscles of this body be healed, be healthy, be healthy, be peace, be relaxed. May the bones of this body be healed, be healthy. We radiate the loving kindness towards internal systems, respiratory system, and the cardiovascular system of this body. In your inhalation, you energize the body. In your exhalation, you relax the body. Feel grateful to this wonderful series of activities to maintain very healthy life right now. May the cardiac muscles and the respiratory system, all organ systems be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the digestive system of this body. Be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the genitourinary system of this body. Be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the entire nervous system, central nervous system, and the peripheral nervous system. Brain, spinal cord, may each and every neurons receive healing, loving kindness energy. Feel the comfort, feel the relaxation, feel your loving kindness, psychophysical organism right here, right now. Feel the peace, feel the clarity of your mind, feel the strength of your mind. Soothing, loving kindness, mentally and physically, strengthening. You are growing spiritually. Your loving kindness is beautiful. Feel your loving kindness. Be healed. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be peace. We can share our loving kindness as a group of spiritual beings right now. Honestly, truly, we can share our loving kindness each other, exchange. May my spiritual friends be healed, be healthy, be wholesome. May you grow in your loving kindness. May you grow in your compassion. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peace. We can expand our loving kindness to our family members, to our neighbors, to all people, to all beings. We can radiate our loving kindness to entire world. May everybody enjoy our loving kindness. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peace. May all beings be well. May all beings be healthy. While you are radiating loving kindness towards all beings everywhere, you are settling firmly, establishing on your loving kindness right here, right now. If you have experience, if you are able to understand the strength of your loving kindness, you can focus your loving kindness awareness towards the first jhana, first absorption. You are fully concentrated into the loving kindness. Relax and just settle in your loving kindness. Feel your loving kindness, wholesome, compassionate, loving kindness. Very mindfully, reminding again and again, be in loving kindness. Mentally and physically, you are in loving kindness. Be well, be healed, be healed, be well, be healed, be healed. Behave. Be held. Be peace. Behave. Be held. You can use your lovely wise attention to practice breathing meditation. In your breathing meditation, you focus your attention to the in breath and out breath. If you are able to notice the whole body breath, in breathing and out breathing, do so. If you feel the touch sensation of your in breath and out breath, you can focus your attention to your feelings. Without purposely involving into the in breath and out breath, letting the breathing in and out to occur itself. You use your consciousness, your awareness to observe ongoing natural activity. Just relax and practice breathing meditation. Breathing meditation help to purify your mind further and further, to strengthen the mindfulness further and further, and also to blossom the wisdom with the support of the full awareness, mindfulness. Just relax. We will practice breathing meditation until we listen the sound of the bell.
Sampatantaju Nibbaya Sukapantaju Nisuka Hontu Sabbepi Panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers, the enlightened masters in the past, who passed these teachings from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who supported your meditation. Feel grateful to this guidance and all the support you received for the meditation. Please also feel grateful to anything that supported your meditation, even these non-living things, including this cushion, this chair, this bell, and this device who help you to connect to meditation from home. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante, for the guidance. And, any sharing or questions you'd like to ask about the practice? Or sharing?
How do you stop the monkey from jumping around?
Which one?
How do you stop the monkey from jumping around?
Monkey. Yeah. You are producing that instrument, right? Did you finish it? Yeah.
Tie the tails together.
Yeah. So I think his question is how to stop monkey from jumping around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So actually, the monkey is the simile used by the Buddha to refer to our mind. I think we don't have to stop it jumping around. we just have to, help him to jump in a good area. That's what Bhante is helping us, Let the monkey jump, but in the loving kindness, not in other kind of, unwholesome area, but loving kindness. So if the monkey, jump enough in the loving kindness, and then eventually he will feel like, okay, now it's time to sit. So
And also, if you name monkey, that first impression itself will not help you. So be friendly to your mind because it is awesome. It is such a great instrument that you can tune very gently and very carefully. So, I mean, when you say monkey mind, it seems funny, but when you are when you're dealing with your mind is not a monkey. It's very straight and very sharp. Mind knows what to do and not to do. But be friendly. But
the mind can be your enemy too. Destroy your body.
untrained mind, yes.
Yeah,
Untrained
but
mind.
we are not going to do that. We try our best to be friendly and give comfort to this body.
If we ignore and neglect, and it will be like that. So, but we are going to take
We
that.
know that that is the just natural tendency, but purposely again and again we be friendly to our mind and bring it and settle in your loving kindness. That's the way that we can train or guide, whatever word you can use. But I mean, be friendly and be positive.
Yes. I think the reason that we want to do loving kindness meditation first, is to definitely it has we want to improve our capacity for love, But at the same time, when we train our mind, we don't want to first stop the mind, and we don't want to because people associate emptying the mind with meditation. So they think that when you meditate, you are not supposed to think. So any thoughts is considered against the meditation. But that is not true, because if we can direct our mind, if we can generate only the thoughts that we want to generate, and having thoughts that are wholesome thoughts are a part of the meditation. So in loving kindness meditation, we don't try to stop thinking. Instead, we produce thinking. We generate thoughts. We keep generating thoughts, but we have some kind of control because we are generating thoughts that are wholesome, that are beneficial. So, but we generate one kind of thoughts, not every kind of thought.
And Bante, if you are familiar with, there's a term vitakka, and in meditation we do vitakka and vichara together. So vitakka themselves, they can be
thoughts.
they are generating thoughts, and they might be sometimes wholesome and unwholesome. But in this condition, guided meditation, we purposely, friendly, we discuss with those applied thoughts, and we guide them and just very gently bring into a very wholesome and peaceful state of our mind.
So I think so. Therefore, it's more like a gradual approach. So instead of trying to stop the whole thoughts occurring, we allow our mind to have thoughts. If you want to think, okay, think, but not any kind of thinking. Generate these wholesome thoughts again and again, again and again. So mind has work to do. But the nature of loving kindness thoughts is gradually will bring us to eventual calmness.
Isn't love and kindness generated from the heart,
Yes.
not from
Yes.
the mind?
Yeah, we have to start somewhere. Yeah. Actually, no, yeah, we just make those wishes, even though you may not feel like wishing, wishing well-being to everyone, but we just do it, just say it, and just mentally, repeat it. And when you do it, and there'll be a point that you feel it. So we don't wait until we feel it. We just
Even
do
monkey,
it.
monkey likes loving kindness. Monkeys love loving kindness. So if you don't pinch and pushing and doing things, and it will be around you. And
Okay, Bante, thank you. So thank you for your question. Yeah. So let's move to our discussion. And these days we are discussing different episodes in the life of the Buddha, as they are recorded in the Pali Canon in the discourses. So we revisit and try to learn what we can learn to our own life from those different episodes in the life of the Buddha. So today I selected one discourse. It is recorded in the Middle Length Discourses. You know that in the Buddha's sermons and discourses were preserved in 5 different collections, and there are long discourses, there are medium length discourses, and there are kindred discourses, and also there are numerical discourses, and there are also miscellaneous collection, which cannot be put into one of the categories. So I selected today middle length discourse. From of course, if I selected discourse for long discourses, we may have to talk until midnight. But even this middle length discourse is quite long, but I'm not going to say everything. But that incident. And this incident happened when Buddha was living in the state called Kosala. The Kosala is actually one of the 16 different states in northern India at the time of the Buddha. So it is not they were not United States. They were separate states controlled by different kings and sometimes federations. So the Kosala was ruled by a king, and so he was living in that area. And then when he was living in that area, and there was a lady. Her name was Dhananjani. Dhananjani, that was her name. So she was a disciple of the Buddha, and so she had this habit. I think we learned earlier also similar lady. She has the habit that whenever she tripped, whenever she tripped, and whenever she's like going to lose balance, so something's going to drop, and she has learned to recite the important praise to help her to gather her attention back. That is like what we chant, Namo Tassa, like homage to the Buddha. So she has learned that. To whenever she's like about to do an accident to happen or trip, and she will just say it. And we were learning such praises, right? Remember, we were learning like Sukhi Hotu. Remember, you learned that, right? Yeah. You say Sukhi Hotu, and when you greet, you say Sukhi Hotu.
Teruvan Saranai.
Teruvan Saranai. Yeah, Teruvan Saranai. Yeah. So she has that habit, of course, trip. And we also, usually we throw some word, right? When something happens, right? My goodness, so, my gosh, whatever, right? Yeah. So if you hit your toe against something, what do you say?
You don't want to know.
Okay. So that may not be a good word, right?
That's right.
So she has developed this good habit, she will just say this, this good term like Namo Buddha, like, Namo Tassa. So when she was doing that, there was a young, educated student who was, learning the Vedas. The Vedas was, the text, of later, which became Hinduism, is actually, the Vedic religions. So Vedas were, religious scriptures, and also they also contain knowledge about grammar, language, astrology. So that was the whole, knowledge, all the text. So there was a, very clever young student, and his name was Sanghara. Don't worry about these names, I just want to, because they were historical people, Sanghara. He heard the utterance of this lady, and so he was quite upset about that, because that at the time of the Buddha there were like two main streams, religious tradition. One is this Vedic tradition, and the other one were, like what you call ascetics and hermits, who challenge the mainstream, religious beliefs of, Brahmins, the Vedic. And they didn't believe in, creation story. They didn't believe in the caste system. So the Buddha and many other ascetics were like kind of not rebellious, but offering an alternative explanation of the universe, and they didn't necessarily accept the Vedic explanation. So this person, being like well educated and trained in that mainstream system, whenever he hear this praise from this lady, he said that it is a disgrace, a lady like you to to venerate, to pay homage to those ascetics, those bold guys, those begging people. That is what he was saying. And you should you should not praise those renunciant people, those people who don't have homes, like traveling in ascetics and bold ones, including the Buddha. And then uh, and then this lady said that, my dear boy, you're too young. No, that's my my dear boy. Don't understand the Buddha's wisdom and Buddha's ethical values. If you did, you will never think of abusing and insulting him. And then, well, ma'am, let me know when he arrived. Chandalakappa, that's the name of that village. So, well, then let me know when he is in this area. I would like to go and talk to him and see. And the lady said, okay, well, my dearest son, I will let you know. A few months later, Buddha was traveling from this Kosala, and then moving from village to village, town to town, and Buddha arrived that area, Chandarakappa, and the Buddha stayed in a mango grove. And Buddha really likes to stay in the groves, near the mountain. So he chose to live stay in a mangrove grove. And then this lady went to this young boy, educated young boy, is well educated and well trained. Dearest boy, that Buddha has arrived in our area. He's in that mango grove. Go at your convenience and meet him. So one day, this young man went to the Buddha, and so he asked a question from the Buddha. He asked that there are ascetics and Brahmins who claim that they have masters in the fundamental of spiritual life. They claim that they have attained the perfection and enlightenment, and they are enjoy the enlightenment. And then Buddha asked, are you claim to be an enlightened one? Are you claim to be someone who has attained the perfection of this spiritual life? And what is your stand on this? And he asked from the Buddha. And the Buddha said that there are diversity among the teachers who claim the perfection of the spiritual life. And the Buddha explained their diversity. There are diverse groups. And so Buddha divided those into three groups. He said there are some ascetics and Brahmins who have completed their spiritual life based on the spiritual text transmitted through oral tradition. And so they claim this perfection, their spiritual life, because they believed or they followed the revealed text that is coming from generation to generation. And he says, such as Brahmins who are proficient in the Vedas. So that's one category of religious people who believed in a revealed spiritual text. That's one category. And they believe in that, the truth was revealed to someone or some, group of people, and, and that is the, truth. So people who follow that text or that truth and maybe follow those rules and, and practice that is recommended by that text. And that is one type of people, one type of, spiritual teachers who follow the revealed text and then that tradition. And then there are other ascetics and Brahmins who slowly rely on their logic and reason. And they claim that they discovered the reality of the life and the world through using the reason and logic to, reasoning. So there are some teachers who claim that they have completed the spiritual life, they have realized the truth, and through simply using their reason and logic. So there are two. One week maybe the first one they actually respecting the tradition and respecting the revealed text and following that path. Another one is simply using their own reason and logic. So you can say rationalist. And the Buddha said there are third category. They are the Brahmins and ascetics who have directly experienced the directly experience in them for themselves the supramundane realities of life, and then claim to have mastered the fundamental spiritual life. Third category, they don't rely on logic or reasoning. They don't rely on text or revealed text or tradition, but they have themselves experienced with their own practice some realities of life and realize the truth. So there are three categories. Maybe you can call them. First one maybe traditionalist. Second one maybe rationalist, and third category could be maybe experientialist. Whatever, those are just names I'm giving in here. The third category are the one who rely on their own experience and then verify whatever truth that they claim. And so this is the third category. And Buddha said that I am one of this third category. So Buddha is dividing all the spiritual teachers at that time. There was many into the three categories, and he said that I am one of the experientialists. I'm one of the teachers who claim the achieving of the spiritual perfection one through their own experience, directly experiencing whatever they teach. And then Buddha actually, after he's telling that, Buddha told this young man his own journey of enlightenment. And it's a long description, right? But it's a long description how actually Buddha himself, explored this whole, truth, and how he was a prince and he renounced, and how he went to other teachers to learn. He learned from two teachers techniques of meditation, but he was not fully satisfied with that. And then he started to practice by himself, and then he followed the common tradition of self-torture, self-mortification, giving so much torture to the body, because they believe that body is a burden and body is a cage for the blossoming of the mind. And if you, go to the limit, give it enough pain to the body, and if you can transcend the limitation of the body, that will help you to blossom your consciousness. So many people are practicing that, and then he practiced that too. The extreme forms of practice, ascetic practice. So he explained all these things. I did this, experimented with that. I realized that was not going to work, and then I did this, and it didn't work. And he explained how he discovered what we call the middle path after experimenting with all different techniques, and he discovered the middle path. and not really denying the body, and then actually you start to eat again and take care of the body and use the body as a tool to develop the mind, not as a burden, but actually as a tool. And that is why even in our meditation also we try to like feel the body, relax the body, and use the body as a foundation, as a place where our mind can be rest, we pay attention. So use the body as a tool, as a foundation, as a support to develop the mind. So he went through all, he explained his own journey to enlightenment and explaining all these things that he experimented and what worked for him, and ultimately how he achieved his enlightenment through his own experiments and testing. So he proves to this young man that his teachings came from his own direct experience, not through a text. And also really, really important here, the difference between reasoning out and experiencing. Because when we our concept of knowledge, when we think that when we say I know it, usually we think that if you read the book, you think that I know it because I read it, and maybe if you like figure it out through your reasoning and through your logic, it makes sense. You think that, oh, I know it. But that's only initial levels of knowing. But the real knowing comes through experiencing it, right? You can read in a book that a sugar is what, sweet, right? And you can reason out, you can analyze the ingredients of the sugar and then analyze other sweet things and say the same ingredients are included in the sugar. So you can reason out through logic. You can say, yes, sugar should be sweet. You can prove it through logic. But putting sugar in your tongue and experiencing it is a whole different level of knowing, right? There's a story, Bhante, about Mahatma Gandhi. When Mahatma Gandhi was studying in UK, he had other colleague, and that colleague's son was so addicted to sweets. And he really that friend really wanted this boy, young boy, to stop eating this too much of sweet things. So of course, as a parent, he has told many times, but children don't not necessarily listen. So he thought that maybe if his friend, like as like another person, this Mahatma Gandhi, respectable person, if he come and encourage him not to eat sweet, he will listen to him. So he went to this Mahatma Gandhi and said, can you, my son has this problem. Can you come and give him some guidance, some advice? Okay, I'll do it. So a week passed, he didn't come. And then he asked, do you remember? Okay, I'll come, I will do it. 2 weeks passed, he didn't come. And now his friend is getting angry because he already accepted. And then third week he went again and asked him, are you not helping my son? Oh, yes, I'm going to come today. And why you took so long? Only yesterday I managed to stop eating sweets. He has been practicing, tried this to eat it by himself before he tell this young boy. So he know what he's asking him to do. Right? See, and then he said, yesterday I managed to stop, and today I'm coming. So he came. He came and asked this young boy to come and look at his eyes straight and staring at him and told him, don't eat sweet. And with his own experience, everything, when he said that with such a tone of authenticity and experience knowledge, according to the story, a boy stopped eating sweet. So that's the difference between like knowledge we get through reading and reasoning and through experience. So Buddha said that he is one of the experientialists in that way. So I think, of course, there are many other teachings of the Buddha. He has advised us to, how we really come to know anything is not necessarily, and he's saying that don't believe or accept, don't believe or accept anything just because it's found in a revered book. Don't follow or accept anything just because it has been, accepted for many, time, many by coming from through our tradition. Don't accept or believe just because it's coming from your teacher. But Buddha also don't ask us to reject. That's the thing. Don't accept or reject. Don't accept or reject just because they are found here, but take them as to test. Don't reject them. Don't accept them blindly too. Take them and then apply and see whether this is working. And if it's working, then accept. Doesn't matter whether it's found in a text or coming from tradition. If it's working, yes, accept it and follow it. If it's not working, doesn't matter, how many people believe in it. You don't have to believe in it. So they are also Buddhists in explaining this. So after they explained his own journey to him, and he was, I think now he got the point, and he said that the striving of the master Gautama, that's the Buddha, was indeed assiduous. What's it, assiduous? What is the meaning of assiduous? Difficult, yeah. The striving was indeed assiduous of a true person, since and then after listening to him, he said, "Now I accept that you are a fully awakened teacher." And then in this discourse, after all this conversation over, he had an additional question. He asked this question: do you believe that there are gods? Do you believe in existence of gods? Gods in this case, not necessarily the God with capital G. You ask about gods, plural sense. Like gods in Greek mythology, like divine beings. Yes. Master Gautama, do gods exist? Out of the blue, Of course, he was he was from the Vedic tradition. They believe in different types of gods. And Buddha answered, I have understood the causes and conditions that make someone a god. So in other words, and that's what's the answer. When I ask, do gods exist? Buddha said, I have understood how someone become a god. The causes and conditions that make someone a god. Then I asked the question, do gods exist? But then you answer like that. But Bhante, what do you think about that? When he asked, do God exist? He answered, I have understood the causes and conditions that make someone a god.
I think he's coming from the traditionalist, that kind of, he's following the ancient
young boy,
yeah, he's learned but ancient beliefs, and so he confused with this his
Buddha is answering.
Buddha's, no, I mean the entire story of the Buddha, and he thought, oh, that's why he finally asked. I think he wanted to convince that. Make sure and
get
my
some
belief
approval
is,
and conviction. Yeah.
And yes.
But the Buddha's answer.
Buddha's answer is more, I think, connecting to the early teachings, what Buddha taught. Buddha knows how to become a god.
Through his own experience.
Through his own actions or whatever. Through his own training or through his own.
So again, that he's keeping with his, remember he categorized teachers into 3 parts, and he was the experientialist, right? So instead of saying whether God exists or not, he said that, I have understood the causes and conditions that make anyone a God. He's taking from his own experience rather than making ontological claims. So then, so when he said, then why you answer like this? Buddha said that a sensible person would come to understanding that he said that when I answer like that, a sensible person will come to a good conclusion. If it's because maybe it's possible for someone to become a god. So whether God exists or not is a different matter, right? And then Buddha said that a sensible person will come to a conclusion that God exists because and then he asked, why don't you directly say that in the first place? And Buddha said, it is agreed by the eminent people in the world that gods exist. So anyways, it looks like Buddha is not taking any position here, but as he's still giving the answer from his experiential point of view.
So you have to practice more meditation to understand.
Someone is asking a question from YouTube. Yeah, I want to join in-person meditation class. Please come next Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Ellison Park. Yes. Please come. We also have meditation classes on Tuesdays in Oakman Library. That's a shorter class, 1 hour class. And also on Thursdays, 6 to 7 at East Liberty Library. So if the East Liberty Library is closer to you, you can come there tomorrow. If the Oakman Library is close, you can come on Tuesday, or you can come on Wednesday here. But this class is a little longer, it's 2 hours. Other classes are just 1 hour. Okay, with that, let's move to the other part of the program. Okay, now it is time for us to again practice our loving kindness, practice our gratitude. We are going to share all the goodness, all the good energy, good merits that we generated here by coming to this practice. From the time you came here and you engage in a wholesome practices, you try to maintain your mind in a wholesome manner. By doing all these practices, you have generated so much goodness, good merits, good karma in your heart. Let us now share this good karma, good merits with all others. Let us wish all others also to benefit from your practice. And let us first of all record our mind, our ancestors, our departed grandparents or parents who have helped and cared for us so much, who are no more with us today. Let us think about them and share this merits with them all. May all of our departed relatives or ancestors share this merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Sharing merits with all other sentient beings. If there's anyone in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe Deva Anumodantu Sabba Sampatti Siddhya Sabbe Bhuta Anumodantu Sabba Sampatti Siddhya Sabbe Satta Anumodantu Sabba Sampatti Siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until attaining Nirvana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be healed. Now we are going to do our blessing chant. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. This particular sutra given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We are going to chant the same sutra for you now, wishing you good health, peace, strength, and courage to overcome your difficulties. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, people who need help, who are sick. You can recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating. And by the power of these blessings, may you be protected from every way. May you be blessed with good health. May you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Araniya manta kusalena yang tang santang padang abhisamicce sakko joce sujoce suvaco samsamudu anatimani santus sakoce subharoce ampakinjoce sallahuka buddhi santrindriyoce nipakoce ampagampo kulesu ananugindo naca kuddang samacare kinciena vinyu pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino Untu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta ye kecipana bhutanti tasavatavarava anavasesadi gavai mahantava majjimaransakanukatola Tava eva adinta ye dure vasanti avidure bhuta vasambhave sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta paro parang nikumbeta nati manyeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patika sanjnananya manyas dukkhamicceya mata yata niyang tang ayusahika putta manuragke evam prisabba bhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanang mittan ca sabba lokasmin manasam bhavaye aparimanang Uddang adoca tiriyanca asambadang averang asapatang tintang karang no vasaya no vayavatang savigataminto etang sating aditteya brahmametang viharang anupagam silava dasanena sampanno kamesu vinayaketang jatu kambaseyang punareti tena saccavajjena te hotu sampadaye tena saccavajjena sambarogo vinasatu etena saccavajjena hotu te jaya mangalang sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbaro Vinassato mate bhavantantarayo sukhiti kayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to our mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do that during your last few days. Think about your day or yesterday, a few days ago. If you have happened to have done any kind deed, you get any opportunity to be kind to someone, try to recall that moment. Any help, any care that you give to someone, even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice. These opportunities to be kind to others On this day,
day,
or in the past,
or in the past,
if I have done kind deeds
if I have done kind
to other beings,
to other
with
beings,
my body, speech, or mind,
with my body, speech, or
whether
mind,
great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the Buddha,
here before the Buddha,
I call to mind
I call
those kind deeds,
those kind deeds,
and let my heart rejoice.
and let my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others.
appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
resolving not to compare myself with others.
resolving not to compare myself with others.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind
and
deeds,
glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere.
Glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind deeds
May my kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other beings.
relieve the burdens of other beings.
May my kind deeds
may my kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and pain.
Shield me from all dangers and
May
pain.
my kind deeds
May my kind
and
deeds
merits that come from them
and merits that come from
help me in freeing my heart.
Help me in freeing my heart.
Let us now recall to our mind whatever kind deeds that we receive from others. Think about your past few days and recall to your mind whenever you got some help or some care and kindness from anyone. Think about an actual incident you received kindness from others. Let us rejoice this goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people, and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu. It was so nice to have you all for the practice and appreciate your participation. And those who join our YouTube, we really appreciate your participation too. And this Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m., we are offering a workshop on Buddhist practice, how to meditate and how to, the Buddhist customs that we are going to learn. So if you like, you can register. There's a sign-up sheet at 3 from 3 to 4:30. So, okay, thank you very much, and good night, everyone. Those who like to have a blessing string, please come.